4-2.
Thank you.
You know, I made a prediction at the start of the tournament, and I thought that Hero versus HyuN was going to be a final with Hero taking it. Well, I can't be right in that regard anymore, but the fact that HyuN made it to the final is still something I'm a little bit proud of. Either way, here we go.
50% right.
Yeah.
There's that Roddy math.
If he finishes second, I was right in that regard at least. I don't think that really adds up. Anyway, one more final time, I would really like to encourage everybody to get on Twitter and hop there or write a message, #HSC. Let us know who you think is going to win the finals and just spread the word that the HomeStory Cup finals is about to come to an end, but not before we hopefully have one more amazing TVZ. You know what's fun as well is that often in the final day of a HomeStory Cup, like it's a lot of the same matchups. Like HomeStory Cup 6, we had a lot of Zergs as the entire top 4 was ZVZ, so we just casted ZVZ all day. HomeStory Cup 5, Nurture just kept playing PVZs and destroy everybody, or ZVP I should say. And this tournament has definitely been very TVZ focused. But it's an exciting matchup and it's a very fun one as well. So I can't wait to see how this final unfolds.
Well, you say that, Kevin, I'll tell you what, how exciting. And I don't think I've ever said anything like this, but that third place match was actually super awesome. I cannot believe Joxy won that game on this map on Frost. It was so funny actually. I was sitting next to Leenock, and it was really cool because Leenock, super brilliant, very intelligent, very skilled Zerg. He was doing his best to try to translate that through English, but most of it ended up with him just saying several different things. Damn you, David Kim. He actually flipped. He gave double birds to the screen at one point and was looking around just saying, Ember, this is so stupid. And I'm like, wow, Leenock, I didn't know you were such a little bad boy. But he was getting into it. It was really fun.
TaeJa, the first map is Frost. Tell us how you feel about TVZ on Frost.
I think it's the most awesome map. We just saw, like you said, with this game, it was an awesome TVZ. 40 minutes with like 30 minutes of pure action.
Oh yeah.
And I think we're gonna see the same because HyuN is really aggressive and he will definitely apply a lot of pressure really early. So it's up to TaeJa to survive and make it a big mark for him.
If we can take one thing away from the game that we saw from HyuN on Whirlwind, which is a game that he lost, or a map that he lost, is that he does love to do all these small counterattacks. And I would say on Frost that should be a little more successful than it was, that game on Whirlwind, as both the third and the fourth base are pretty exposed, and there are multiple ways to get there and sneak in a couple of banelings.
Absolutely agree, and that's part of, like, kind of going back to even what TaeJa said, what makes this map so fun is that those things are available to you. But even just talking about the spawn locations here a little bit, Terran top left, Zerg bottom left, this is actually, in my opinion, this is quite nice for HyuN, given what is possible. Of course, the best would be like top left, bottom right, but not sharing the top or bottom of the map is really cool because you won't have to worry about that back door going to your potential third or fourth base, which is so easy for the Terran to take. But also drop possibilities, very predictable here. You've got the top end of your natural, and after that, it's really hard to drop otherwise.
Normally, I think it wouldn't be that great for Zerg, but considering how HyuN play, I think it's really, really good because he will be able to reach that second base really easily, and yeah, he can sneak some units on the left, on the top of the map, and on the left side of the map.
This will be annoying for banelink counters too. Like if the Terran wants to expand towards the Zerg and takes that as their third, that back door is really close to the Zerg, so it'll be tough to deal with.
Yeah, because normally Zerg goes for Mula, and in this spot, I think the Zerg don't really want to go for Mula.
Maybe Roach Banelink or something.
When we see this 4th Queen opening, are we expecting Roaches and Hydras from HyuN once more, or could he still potentially switch it up and make a lot of Banelings in the mid game?
I think Roach Hydra here is good because, as TaeJa was saying, like that third base is going to have, it's going to have open sides to it. But also Meatless not as strong here, so I feel like if you give HyuN a nudge in the direction of Roach Hydra, he'll gladly accept. He's not one of those robotic Zergs that feels like he has to go Mutiling Baneling. He's very, very okay, very happy going Roach Hydra.
TaeJa, of course, a very versatile player as well. We saw that earlier today when he played against Hero in the quarterfinal. 3 maps, 3 completely different build orders, and that definitely shows you know, what a great player he is, how versatile he is, and how unpredictable he is as well. Despite, you know, at the end of the day, it always looks the same. It's definitely not the same because there are so many ways that lead up to that Terran, Marine, Marauder, Bioball army.
Great scouting here from the Overlord too.
TaeJa's opening quite interesting. He made a starport to place a Viking really
early. This is Polt's build, no?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I mean, it got changed up a little bit too because of the Overlord though. Like maybe that, well, I don't know. The tech lab on the barracks looks like it was never going to be for like a Banshee or anything like that. And I don't think you then put an add-on on that starport, so I think you guys are right.
I don't think so.
Just early Viking, then medevac follow-up, I guess.
Yeah, but the third is quite delayed with this build, so we'll see what TaeJa does with it. He's still harassing a lot on these queens.
Whoa, he's going for it.
Wow,
Whoa, that's really aggressive.
Well, Lynx will be able to trap these Hellions for a little bit, but they are going to sneak by. This is still a pretty big commitment, though. TaeJa's going to need to kill more than just a few drones. He's going to have to kill a lot of drones.
Really good micro by HyuN. He's actually like moving in to block with the line of drones, then backing away. Of course, we do see that about 6 drones died there, but he was always going to lose drones, and I have to agree with Kevin. I feel like as it stands, 8 in exchange for, what is that, 2 Reapers, 4 Hellions?
Yep.
It's probably pretty equal, I would say,
And
right?
But the
Wow, it's going to get worse.
No, this is actually a little bad because now he's losing additional mining time. Well, the extractor sure as hell took a lot of time.
No, I think it's fine for TaeJa because HyuN just lost a lot of mining time. So even though it wasn't really cost effective, I think overall it was okay.
Interesting placement over here on this third command center, just like outside of range of this fighting power. Well,
Come and kill it, try.
I still believe one day that we're going to see Planetary Fortress. This is really interesting as well.
Kevin's still on that.
We have a bunch of Widow Mines just parked outside of the Natural from
That's interesting.
from TaeJa. I'm not
Super
sure.
random. Look at this sport
Yep.
car. I love it. If it actually completes, too, that'd be amazing.
I think it will. I don't really see a follow-up.
Well, I mean, if the Widow Mines stay there. I guess they're so weak that they have to.
Yeah.
There is going to be a medevac drop already in the natural base, though, so these 4 Marauders are going to deal a little bit of damage. I love how Marauder heavy is
That's
already.
so pulled, by the way, what we're looking at right now.
And that's pretty smart from TaeJa because HyuN's...
No, medevac will fall!
Oh my god. That's a huge loss for TaeJa.
Now these 2 Widow Mines should go down as well. Queens are probably
Get
gonna...
him, tumors.
Get him. Bzz, bzz.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Losing the medevac, obviously a big deal. The 4 Marauders aside of it, also a big commitment. Those are expensive units this early stage. Third
Where's the
CC,
Viking?
is it scouted just yet, though?
The Viking is in the right top side of the map, just in the middle.
I guess HyuN does not see the 3rd CC, right?
I don't think he knows about
Everybody's
it
really
yet,
strict.
but I'm sure that
He doesn't.
he's probably expecting it. We see melee weapons being researched, by the way, so even though in the start I thought maybe it's going to be Roach Hydra, actually the opposite is true.
Yeah.
We're just going to see a Ling Baning centric style, which is a lot of fun.
It doesn't have, yeah, you know. Save the Roach Hydra for later. It's a little bit more, it's not, the gimmicky is almost too strong of a word for it, but it certainly is not the norm. Yeah, exactly, it's different. And he is going to take that 3rd approaching HyuN, so we're going to have an aggressive game. We always knew that, but it's guaranteed now.
Might just be a ridiculous amount of Lings and Banes. Sorry, Dashi, go ahead.
He's quite low on drones. He's just at 53, which at nearly 11 minutes is quite low. I would say really low even. So I think he's opening, even though it wasn't cost effective at all for TaeJa. I think it disturbed a lot HyuN. So yeah,
You can see that, sending ripples throughout his build.
yeah, 52 SCV against 53 drones. It's not what you want.
He's got 8 coming out now, so he's going to hit over 60. But you're right. I mean, he definitely
It's
should
late.
be around 70 at about
yeah.
now.
The Ling Baning count is going to be extremely high, though. He's going to have 68 Lings soon on the map. In this phase of the game, you can only imagine he wants to do something with it. TaeJa is also expanding towards HyuN. So TaeJa's going to actually have a semi-tough time in holding this off with only 2 Widow Mines and 21 Marines. I think this actually is going to look pretty bad for TaeJa.
This is so weird. This is something Jokchi did in his series against HyuN as well, where he just kind of left the 3rd naked and relied on the aggression mid-map to draw the Zerg away. But HyuN, look at this multitask. He defends the double medevacs, and now he's going to go for the 3rd as well.
Yep, medevacs are going to come here to save the day, but not before quite a few SCVs should fall.
You know what? I'm gonna say something here. I don't like this. There's too many banelings for how little SCV saturation is there.
You're right.
That was really expensive.
He expected to kill a lot more. I think.
Yeah. But it's weird to expect that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't insta 24 out of 24 saturate a nat or a 3rd like that.
Certainly not when you expand towards the Zerg. I'm sure that TaeJa is semi-worried about losing SCVs in a certain phase of the game. Either way, still just pure Ling Bane over here for HyuN. And he's not done yet with being aggressive, Jeff.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. Try to trap him.
6 around.
They pick up and get out. But again, the SCVs, like, you're going to kill about 7 SCVs here, which is nice, but for gas at this stage.
Oh, the
I like it a little more this time, though.
With the mules, it's definitely better.
There's a big drop going on in the natural as well. This orbital command might actually go down. Oh, so close.
Why did he unload the Marines there to die?
Drop in the meantime.
But look at the natural. There's a lot of
drop
Marines.
the natural.
Yep, that's one hell of a drop. Back to you, Jeff.
Overall, I do agree, though. Good harass, especially if that CC would have somehow popped, or in this case, strangely burned. There's no SCVs just yet. I think it'll... Yeah, okay, it's getting repaired now.
So close.
He's playing with fire.
We knew this would come. The nice thing is there's a 3rd base being set up behind that, but again, to go back to something Dashi keyed on, with all this Zergling harass, that's very heavy on the larva, so the drone count's quite low. Mutatech just now starting to be established. The harass is nice, but if you don't deal a kill blow after all this, or at least a lot more damage, I don't know. TaeJa's going to... I mean, look, he's already ahead in supply.
2 upgrades are ahead for TaeJa as well. It's just +2 melee is being researched right now for HyuN. He never started this +2 armor. I don't think it was necessarily a mistake. Perhaps he just didn't have the gas for it in that phase of the game. Now he's saving his gas for the Mutalisk as well. That Viking, by the way, has been...
It's becoming a mistake, though, I'll tell you.
Yeah, has been wreaking havoc. 4 kills on the Viking.
It's a TaeJa Viking, man. Something kills Zerg.
It's Tom Cruise, yeah.
It's Tom Cruise, okay.
Top Gun.
Marines moving in, killing the active tumors there, and the Queen itself will go down as well, so very nice yet subtle victory for TaeJa fighting back that creep, which is, by the way, really good on HyuN's part. Very nice creep spread thus far. So you don't want to get out there and replace that. Both players' thirds have been secured and is being saturated. Here comes a little bit of a Bailey bust, but there are some Widow Mines.
Yep, a couple of active mines over here, so most of these Banings...
Yowzers. Did nothing.
Sick Widow Mine placement with the depot.
And that, I wonder if that closes it down. I mean, he'll at least have to lead with Zerglings next time. He can't just keep going naked Banelings.
HyuN has been supply blocked a lot. Good drop over here on the south side of the map by TaeJa on the high ground. That's going to be annoying for HyuN. He does have a lot of links in position. But still, HyuN has been supply blocked multiple times this game. And now again for the full 25 seconds. That's kind of sloppy.
He's talked about getting nervous up there. I wouldn't doubt it.
She just started the duel also.
He started a bunch of OCs hoping it worked like Terran's Flighty Foes, but not today, HyuN.
We're going to have a little bit of engagement in the middle of the map again. TaeJa just fighting back creep tumors, really making sure there's not a creep highway coming his direction. There's those Zerglings leading the Banelings, but as Daishi said, a really good point here. Look at what those depots are doing to control space. Such a smart move by TaeJa. Not even going for the bunker, which that's not necessarily... I think he's just like, you know, the game's too fast-paced at this stage for him to do it, I guess, or he decided not to, but... I like the depots a lot.
Supply is really snowballing out of control for TaeJa as well. He's up 40 supply right now, while HyuN barely has any Mutalisk, doesn't really pose any threat to TaeJa. And +3 upgrades already on the way. If you take a look at the unit's lost resource step as well, we can see that TaeJa has just simply been much more cost effective. I thought that second attack by HyuN was quite okay, but the fact that TaeJa was able to kill a bunch of drones in the natural, that really slowed HyuN down.
Yeah, I agree. Let's have a fourth base.
The aggression with the 2-2 it's gonna be so hard for HyuN to defend.
Look how far ahead his 3-3 is too. Like the 2 armor's gonna finish a little bit ahead of the 3-3, but Hive not even, or excuse me, Infestation Pit not even started, so he's just way behind in upgrades.
27 Banelings on the way though. If he absolutely demolishes the army of TaeJa, he might be able to have a small window to counterattack, but it's going to be very hard regardless.
At this stage, with how he's spending his money, he's kind of counting on that though, right? Like he doesn't have enough meters for a big uppercut.
No, Widow Mine!
Nice leading with the Lings. So far, the Widow Mines have not been devastating to the Zerg player. Gets through the minefield here, is pushing forward, but look at this kiting off creep now. Because of he fought back the creep, TaeJa wins that fight.
Those were Daishi splits, man.
Nice. Those are Van Damme Volvo commercial splits.
TaeJa played pretty
sick
safe.
Reference.
Not committing
Super
on creep.
viral.
It was really good for him.
I didn't get it yet.
You should see the video. It's incredible. He does splits between 2 trucks driving on the freeway. I'm not even joking.
Do you have any
it's
idea
a real stunt.
You have any idea what he's talking about, Daishi?
Nope. You guys aren't okay. Someday I'll be internet savvy like me.
Once more, the HyuN is supply block, so you might as well just pick a fight now and lose a bunch of units. You can remake them, but the Widow...
Oh my god. God damn
That's
it,
not what he wants.
The money Widow Mine. Well, he did free up a lot of supply.
Game over, man. He's going to lose all the mutas here, and that's it.
GG.
Taps out.
Interesting stuff.